I'm Idiotac, and this is my top 10 PC games of 2015. Now, every game on this list is clearly subjective and based on my own personal preference. However, I have spent a significant amount of time deliberating on the position of each of the titles on this list, as well as whether they should be on the list at all. I have chosen games that I believe should be played by everyone, and games that I would be happy to recommend you purchase. With that said, let's get into it. Hacknet is likely to be the most surprising game on my list this year. However, I truly enjoyed my time with this title. I played it on stream and I played it for review, and when I was done, I continued playing the game. It's so much fun to play. It makes you feel really cool while you're playing it. But also, it's a very, very solid educational tool, and it teaches you the basics of a Unix command line, which is a very valuable skill to have. If you've played games like Uplink and you enjoyed them, you need to check out this game. And for everyone else, even if you have the most remote interest in the subject matter, I wholeheartedly recommend this title to you. You will be surprised at how fun and engaging a game like this can be. Rocket League was a surprising success this year. It came out of almost nowhere, and it was delivered to us by a small indie studio that clearly understands scope when developing games. It's a very simple premise. You're playing football or soccer with cars, and it creates a very, very enjoyable and addictive, highly replayable competitive experience that you can jump into for 5 to 10 minutes, get a couple of games in, and jump out. It's a great party game. It's a great game to play with friends, and if you don't have anyone to play with, you can always use the online feature. The game has been fantastically supported post-release, and I can't recommend it enough. Cities Skylines is what SimCity 5 should have been. It takes the best things from SimCity 5 and the best things from games like SimCity 4, combines them together to create a fantastic city building experience. It was made by a small studio with a fraction of the resources that EA had, and yet they managed to create one of the best city building games ever made. This game has extensive mod support via the Steam Workshop. It's priced reasonably. Honestly, if you have any interest in this genre and you don't already own this, you need to go and pick it up now. Ori and the Blind Forest is not just one of the most visually stunning games to come out this year, but it's also one of the most mechanically satisfying platformers I have played since Super Meat Boy. The combination of extremely tight controls with an extensive progression system and a heavy focus on exploration make Ori and the Blind Forest not just one of the best platforming games of 2015, but one of the best platformers ever made. It also has a compelling and emotionally driven story, and if you haven't played this game yet, you really owe it to yourself to pick this game up. Heroes of the Storm is another example of Blizzard's ability to take an established genre, improve upon it, and polish it to a mirror shine. Now, while this game may not appeal to the hardcore Dota 2 and League of Legends players out there, it's without question an excellent game, and one that's willing to take risks and change up the formula to create an experience that many, including myself, find extremely compelling. If you are looking for something a little more casual that doesn't eat up as much of your time as games like Dota 2 and League of Legends, you can't go wrong with Heroes of the Storm. Dirt Rally is a game that literally came out of nowhere this year when it launched into early access. Not only was this game a perfect example of how early access should work, the game was cheaply priced, it was very, very actively developed, there was content being released constantly, the company worked very hard with various members of the community to improve upon the various features the game had to offer. They made a wonderful rally simulation, and it's arguably one of the best rally simulations ever made. It's great to see a company like Codemasters working with its fans to create what has easily become the best racing game of 2015. Rainbow Six Siege may not be the game that fans of the franchise were expecting, and while I understand that some are frustrated, I am not one of them. This game has reinvigorated my love for the first-person shooter genre. In a world where companies pump out the same formulaic crap year after year, Rainbow Six Siege offers a genuinely compelling and original experience that I cannot stop playing. And I understand that it's a $60 title with only multiplayer on offer, but it's seriously worth your time, and if you have the money, I thoroughly recommend that you pick this game up. Fallout 4 is one of the best open world games to release this year. It's also a game that's packed with performance problems and glitches, and you may be surprised to see it listed so highly here. However, even with all of these issues, I couldn't shake the urge to return to the game night after night after night. My desire to explore the wasteland, pick up every piece of junk I could find, and upgrade my arsenal was extremely compelling. And while the game has diverged from its open world RPG roots, it's still a very enjoyable game, and I simply have to recommend it. Grand Theft Auto V released this year on PC, which means I'm allowed to put it on this list. 2 years after its initial release on consoles, in fact. It was worth the wait. This is without question the best version of this game, both in terms of content and performance. The storytelling and world building here is excellent, but its most compelling feature is its humor. Rockstar has an ability like no other to hold up a mirror to society and modern culture that reveals just how ridiculous we all are. Then we have the moment-to-moment gameplay, which offers so much variety it's hard to draw comparisons between it and any other game on the market. Grand Theft Auto simply is a brilliant game, and if you haven't played it yet, you're doing something wrong. The Witcher 3 clearly is the best game to be released in 2015. This probably comes as no surprise to a lot of you, and if I'm being honest, no game this year even comes close to what the team over at CD Projekt Red have managed to achieve with The Witcher 3. This game is a masterpiece, and it will be the standard by which all open-world RPGs are judged moving forward. The sheer amount of detail in this world, combined with its rich and interesting story, make for one of the best RPGs I have ever played. It's a game that respects its audience, and its extremely adult themes, along with its grey moral choices, make for a refreshing and compelling experience when we compare it to other games from other studios that take a more childish approach to storytelling. I cannot say enough positive things about this game and its developers, whether it be that they decided to release 16 pieces of free DLC post-launch, or that they provided a DRM-free version of their game, or that they released a $10 expansion pack that's bigger than most single-player games on the market. These developers understand what a game can be in 2015, but more importantly, they respect the consumer. The Witcher 3 is my game of the year for 2015. Now, I'm sure there are many of you out there who will disagree with my choices here, and that's completely fine. I strongly encourage you to post your own list below, as it will help other people find decent games to play. If you liked the video, please let me know. Otherwise, if you want to support the channel, please like, favorite, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.